Hello folks, welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Today once again a little bit too late, so let us go straight to the on-chain data. Tomorrow I will make another initial comment. I was tweeting some stuff and I think we need to talk about that. So, however, let us go directly to what I think is going to happen next. Once again, it looks everything like slow motion. They pushed up as expected, then it was everything looking like a fake rally. Afterwards, they pushed up once again hard, just indicating like, hey, double bottom, and then up. Doesn't really look very solid at the moment, but I'm still convinced we will go up, hitting 28.2 at least, because we need to retest that area. And if we fail, then obviously we should go down, hitting 24.25. That should be the next step. So weights ratio 1 day time frame is pushing up more, while the weights ratio 1 day time frame has declined from almost 80 to 58. However, the weights ratio 30 days moving average is below 52, and obviously it has to push up a little bit more because yesterday's weights ratio 1 day was at 58. It's always delayed by 24 hours. If we take a look to the 1 hour time frame, they did it again. They are really preventing to break the 90. The 90 is the magic level on the 1 day, 1 hour time frame. That's the 30 hours moving average. Why? I can't tell you why. I just can tell you that it was historically every time we break the 90, and pushing more up, indicating that the weights ratio 1 hour time frame was always at between 90 and 100%. That's what's happening, I would say, since few hours, and that's why we had this, fake rally effect. We went down, then afterwards we pushed up again. However, we can also see that stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges is rising, also indicating that stablecoins and liquidity is coming into the centralized exchanges. We can also see that the weights ratio 1 hour time frame dumped once, then it went up really hard, almost between 90 and 100%, indicating they were selling again, maintaining a sell pressure. Then they stop once again. That's why we pushed up, and they started immediately afterwards again to sell. So at the moment, that's what they are doing. We are maintaining 27.5, I would say, almost. We need to see if that's going, in my opinion, we will go up to 28.2. And then we need to see if we break 28.2, we should go up to 28.6, in my opinion. And then we need to be careful on both sides, because then it can go down very sharp or it can go up very sharp. Both is possible. So, we need to see what's going to happen next. If we take a look, we can also see that the net flow is more in favor of Bitcoins coming into centralized exchanges, but nothing big. The biggest part was today in the morning with almost a net flow of 1,200 Bitcoins, but that's almost it. So let us go forward. So also here it matches with what I was saying. We received afterwards a bunch of Bitcoins, almost 1,400. That happens as well in the last few hours, indicating that's the question, if they are distributing at that level or if they are preparing the next leg down. However, we had here, for example, in the last 3 hours, almost 1,300 Bitcoins, and we had here 970 Bitcoins outflow, indicating they are distributing at that level. The stablecoin net flow indicating it's almost zero. It's really almost zero. Even the stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges is lifting up, but nothing big to see here. So if we take a look now here, let me show you that. Funding rate declined, funding rate pushed up, declined a bit, pushed up once again, and now it's declining. So if we take a look to the open interest, what did the open interest instead? Look that. So like the leverage ratio, well, no, leverage ratio is, it's, oh, that's the wrong color. I'm sorry. I will use a different. So let us start here. It's really bullish what the leverage ratio is doing. So they are using high leverage at the moment, while the funding rate, the aggregated at the moment, is indicating is negative, indicating we have high leverage shorts. If we take a look here now, let me check that, we see that they are cashing out once again with stable coins, and well, with Bitcoins it's really hard now. I need to scale a lot because we had those 117,000. So, but even here, if we take a look, we can see that they are, I would say, cashing out even, well, today it's a zero-sum game, but just yesterday they cashed out more Bitcoins, taking profit. The question is, you know, usually it looks, I don't know why CryptoQuant, why the candles looks so yeah, so bad. However, but yeah, and at the moment it doesn't look very solid. It looks like they used their fake rally to push up in funding rate to make a quick profit, now declining. So we can go, as mentioned, I could even expect to go to 27k before more up, but in my opinion we will go from here up, because many are expecting to go down, and usually then we go up, liquidate all of them, and then go down. So yeah, also here we can see that in a very good way that the funding rate is declining more and more, leverage ratio pushing up more, open interest also lifting up, also here indicating shorts are absolutely in control at the moment. At least if we take a look to the aggregated, that's the aggregated funding rate, that's the aggregated leverage ratio, and that's the aggregated open interest. Yesterday we liquidated 1,600 Bitcoins in longs and 350 Bitcoins in shorts. Now if we see here 67 to 33, indicating, wow, 2 billions in longs and not even 1 billion in shorts. If we take a look on Ethereum, looks a little bit better, but also not that much, and on Bitfinex unchanged since yesterday. So we still have here almost 39 millions in shorts and 2.5 billions in longs. So now let's go directly to the Kingfisher. Oh, I forgot once again. So thanks God to the spin I received more credits. I really just forgot that again. However, if we take a look here, we can see that on Binance All Leverage we have a bunch of shorts relatively close to the current price. For the longs we need to go a little bit more lower. So we need to see now the high leverage chart, but I would say it's also, oh no, I'm wrong. It's indicating we should go down at least to 27,400 before we can go up more. So obviously if exchanges want to make a little bit more cash, they should go to 27,500. It's almost $150 down, because, you know, we have, well, a nice liquidation cluster there with high leveraged longs. So if we take a look, we can see that on Binance, BTC USDT is indicating to the down, CBD is negative, aggregated CBD is negative, even it is stabilizing at the moment. BUSD, the trend is negative, but as we see, it flipped a little bit, so it is in general negative since yesterday, but since yesterday afternoon, it started to push up once again. Different with USD. USD was declining, then it lifted up a little bit, now declining. And, well, what should I say? I mean, that's crazy, but also indicating that they are using shorts to push the price more down. That explains the high leverage, that explains the negative funding rate. They are just doing the same they did just before. I mean, if you want to create artificially a local dip just to sell on higher, on upper price, it makes sense. I would do it. So if I would have the opportunity, of course. We can see that on Binance, BUSD is lifting up, as mentioned. We can see that Bitfinex was stabilizing, then declined, and yeah, right now not doing anything, looks very neutral. Bybit did exactly the same. Coinbase started to buy more yesterday in the morning, and they flipped now today. I would say that's 7 hours ago, where they started, the CBD flipped to negative, indicating they're selling more than buying. The opposite, well, no, not the opposite, Bitstamp almost doing exactly the same. Kraken only down, relatively big for Kraken, to be honest, and Gemini doing the same like Coinbase. So nothing big to see here. If we take a look now here to the stablecoins, we can see we received here, for example, 1.27 billions, another 1.3 billions, then here another 1.5 billions, but had also an outflow of 2.3 billions in stablecoins. So, you know, indicating some people are cashing out here, of course, and some others are buying the local dip. If we take a look here on Tether, it looks a little bit, at least the green, the blue bars are much more than the yellow, but we have more yellow bars. If we take a look, indicating we are receiving more tethers to centralized exchanges, looks similar to USDC. And on BUSD, the opposite, more cashing out. It looks a little bit, oh wow, that's the trash BUSD, by the way. So the Binance provided BUSD, not the Paxos one. That's the Paxos one, that's the Binance. And we can see relatively high volume here, didn't see since a while. I mean, that was here 27 million transaction volume with BUSD. Okay. Not bad. And that's it almost. So nothing big to see here. Now we can check what entities are doing. And if we take a look here, we can start with retail. Retail buying us no tomorrow. This guy is also pushing up more. This guy is pushing up more. This guy is pushing up more. This guy is pushing. So like yesterday, almost everything is pushing up. Except these guys now, and well, these guys as well. If we take a look now to the counts of wallets per entity, retail pushing up more, pushing up more, pushing up more, lifting up, lifting up. Okay, declined a little bit, and that's it. So yeah, unchanged like yesterday, and we had a nice explanation why that happened. So nothing big. Now we can see here what the market maker is doing. That's at least the market maker wallets and their fund flows. And we received here another 700 Bitcoin. So those guys want to push, they are distributing in that area here. If we take a look, also, for example, yesterday, was it yesterday? No, today miners sent 1,700 Bitcoins. So they started to sell also at that price. Waste ratio on centralized exchanges declining, also indicating I could be right, and means, you know, we should go up once again. Funds reducing their balances, indicating institutional demand is shrinking again. And at least here it's stabilizing, indicating that spot volume lifting up or future volume declining. It depends, because it's a ratio. That's it. Let us go forward. So Coinbase still waiting here between 25, 25.5. Now they are reinforced 27. Wow, okay, so means we could go a little bit more down to 27. They are still waiting at 30k, and yeah, so at the moment they are maintaining the price. That's what they are doing. We have a POC here, and so obviously we should wait there, but nothing new. If we take a look here, also here, for example, they are waiting at 28.6 almost. Also here, if we take a look between 25, 26, but also unchanged. They introduce here some volume to the upside, 29.5, and so on and so forth. Binance BTC USDT, you can see they also have some sell orders here. Also, that makes sense, because if they are buying here, they can place the sell orders there, use futures to push up to trigger all these sell orders, and that was a nice gain. At the same time, they are now shifting some liquidity more to the downside, 25.5 for example, but you see it's still very well protected. The trade range would be relatively tiny, between 27 and 28, $1,000. Now BTC BUSD, also here we can see everything between 26.3 and 25 is protected to the upside, 30k, but nothing else. Bitfinex, the pure manipulation exchange is not, it's really difficult to see here something, because it's pure algorithm what they are doing there. So nothing to see here. OKEX spot, nothing. Kraken, also nothing. Also here 27.2, they still are waiting. They reinforced here 29.5, so we will see. But it's really crazy, because Kraken usually always protect to the downside. They are not doing it. On BitMEX, nothing. Now derivatives, BTC USD on Bybit, nothing. BTC USDT on Bybit, nothing. BTC USDT on Binance, unchanged like yesterday. If you want to go down, fine, we can long there. Also waiting at 25, but at the moment it looks really, if that's not spoofing, they want to protect. And you can see usually the price is always, almost always following it, like it did, for example, here. Then it happened here, it bounced. Then of course they triggered all of them. Usually that also means they triggered all here, 28.3 and so on. Usually the price should go up at least to 28.3 to close those shorts, no, longs, sorry. Now BTC BUSD, nothing. Now Bitfinex, once again, Only waiting here also at 27, but also nothing big. Just really tiny. Kraken looks like Bitfinex. Trash, really just trash. OKEX futures, similar. Also here you can see what they are doing on OKEX, and they are doing it again. What happened last time? They are pushing up the price, and it seems they are doing it once again. And finally Deribit, and Deribit is protecting 27 and is protecting 25.6 until 24, and nothing to the upside. That's it also from here.